Hello everyone. Today we'll be bringing you a review of the Staples Sonix retractable gel ink pen. Medium point, 0.7 millimeters, and this will be in green ink today. So let's take a look at the pen. As you can see here, the entire barrel essentially is a rubberized no-slip surface. It doesn't have a specific padded comfort grip, but this no-slip surface, besides providing a very good grip onto the pen so you're not going to let go of it, is fairly comfortable. It is ever so slightly wider than just a standard stick pen, so that helps a little bit with comfort also. It's not going to be as comfortable as if it did have a padded comfort grip, but this is a good substitute. One thing that's neat about these pens is the barrel ink matches the ink color. So obviously this is green ink, and it comes in a variety of colors. Ink besides green, black, blue, red, purple, lime, orange, and then some other more interesting colors: cobalt blue, forest green, antique red, mustard, and navy. So you do have your choice of colors here, and the fact that that the barrel color does indicate the color. If you had this in a a pencil cup or something like that, it'd be very easy to pick it out and start using it. It also has very large windows on the side here that show you the ink levels, which is a pretty convenient feature. They're very easy to see, and it's very easy to tell how much ink you actually do have left in there. So let's see how it writes. Provides a reasonably smooth writing experience. It's not the smoothest pen we've ever worked with. However, it is pretty comfortable and glides across the paper with very little effort. The ink flow is consistent. We really don't get any skipping. The lines, for the most part, are pretty solid, consistent lines. We do get a little bit of blobbing, which I was a little surprised at. It's not horrible. Tends to be like around a curve, things like that. As soon as you put your pen on the paper, we're getting a few blobs here and there. But it's nothing too substantial. It isn't all that noticeable. I mean, when we did long solid lines here, we got a few blobs that you could kind of see there when we were writing like the upward E curve here. Sort of at the top of the curve you would get a little bit, but it's not terrible. Let's see how it does with the smear test. Just 1 second. 2, 3, 4, and 5. As you can see, we did get smearing with pretty much all the way up to 5 seconds. One thing I should say about this, though, it's only really where we're getting those blobs of ink is where we're getting the smearing. So if we didn't have that, we would have essentially no smearing whatsoever. It does dry fairly quickly. It's just those portions where the ink's really blobbing on there that it winds up smearing. As you can see, the ink up here that's dried completely has no smearing whatsoever. So despite the fact that it's smeared a bit, I don't think that really is a good indicator of how quick the ink dries. You can see the writing we did prior, much of the same. Again, with the smear test, we did get smearing all the way up to 5 seconds. And again, I think the problem is just the ink blobbing up a little bit. That's pretty much the only downside to the pen, because the blobs can look a little bit unsightly and then cause a little bit more smearing than there should be. Without that, there would be essentially none. So overall, I'd say it's a very good pen. It's fairly smooth writing. The lines are pretty skip-free, consistent, good ink flow onto the paper. A little bit more blobbing than we would have liked, but it's not horrible. The only thing that led to was a little bit more smearing than we would have liked, but again, not really doesn't really take too much away from the pen. It's a pretty affordable pen also. A dozen usually go for around $9.99. Maybe I'll find them a little bit cheaper every now and then, here or there, maybe at some online retailers. But that seems to be the general price. So overall, it's a pretty good buy for what it is, and provides a pretty comfortable and smooth, consistent writing experience. That's about it. Thanks for watching.